So as we received the information this morning and we deploy our men to strategic places, on sighting our men, they started firing our men, stoning our men, shooting our men with their local guns. And
nuisance lele.
That is what Nigeria does to you. Did you see the pattern there? He kept saying they found them with locally fabricated guns. They will bring all of that from their storage, okay? They will take pictures with that and say, yeah, this is what we found with them. They were shooting at us. Did you see people shooting in that first video I showed you? That's what they call procession, okay? They always take a side of the road and on. In fact, some of them will be guiding the other side, like controlling traffic, if you really see them. But like I said, it is an institutionalized hatred, institutionalized oppression against them. But a lot of you are outside that space. You may never understand why the military and the police keep shooting them and making up stories to back up the killings that they have been doing. Because once you are like not from there, you will never understand the politics involved. The media will tell you, and the police will continue to show that. Did you hear the Olori Bruku police commissioner being a police DPO? That they will never allow anybody to come and disrupt the peace of Kaduna State. Kaduna State is the headquarters of the terrorists in that North Central. Kaduna is a place where you have almost all the institution of security in Nigeria, domiciled, headquarters there. The terrorists are domiciled there. Some of them are already living in the communities where they have killed the real occupant, the real indigenous people there. But like I said, armless people are the easy target for them to display, to show that they are working. And of course, in Nigeria, they already have those that will help them blame the victims too. All of you self should stop. You know, all this fear itself should stop all this their procession and protest. Because according to you, that is what will bring what? Peace and development. Abi? They just kill them every now and then. Maybe they should stop. We have an idea of what an ombud slaves or sophisticated morons is like, by the way. But there are victims of all of this too. The people left unprotected. Those ones they tell you in the news, kidnapped or freed. I'll show you this, right? Two of the Chibok girls were featured on Arise TV or Arise News today. And they were talking about their experience after they were rescued or they came back. You know, some of them came back pregnant or some with children. Now, the life after that, the trauma that we do talk about, like what is the trauma like for all these children that are subjected to all of this? Because according to one of the parents, there are still 82 of them, of those Chibok girls, that are not accounted for till today. 42 parents have died since the abduction. But Nigeria is a place that if it happened to you, just live with it. Whatever the trauma is, now everybody get problem. Children are subjected to this. Listen to this if you don't mind.
I was 70 years when we were adopted, and seriously, I faced a lot of challenge, more especially being a mother, and nobody is beside of you, helping you. As such of my age now, I'm the one who struggle to take care of my baby since my mom, she's not that young that she can work or find to help me. And also I lost my daddy, and even my brother too. He's not that good at work or businesses to help me. I'm the one who work out and struggle to take care of my child. It's not easy. And the challenge I faced from people, more especially we that come out with the children, people used to abuse us, call us name, more especially our child. They used to call them Boko Haram's children. And even that make me to leave Chibok because of that. So it's not easy, seriously. And for the what's changed in this incident is because of number of the people that Boko had killed in Chibok. We can't able to count. Because these people, they have destroyed Chibok local governments, seriously. And some of my friends, parents, and some of my cousins that I know them, because of this incident, we lost them. So we faced a lot of challenges.
Do you still feel the trauma? Do you still have dreams about what happened? And what can be done to help and support you?
Well, sometimes I'm having dream. When I having the dream about them, later on I will hear they enter some village around us. That is the trauma I have. And the challenge is, like she said, in our school, some of the students are looked down on us. So we are not happy on what is happening. For the help, I don't know.
But you need help.
Yes.
You need support for you and your family.
Yes.
Right. Okay, but you don't have a child.
I have it now.
You have a child now.
Yeah.
How old is the child?
8 months.
8 months. Okay, you just have a child now.
I was 17.
That's some deep stuff there. It's just to let you know that these survivors, right? They live with this, and you can only imagine it as human. Like, ignore every other thing you probably have told yourself about this whole thing. The man that plotted this whole kidnapping is the vice president of Nigeria today. And more children have ended up like them. Some didn't come back alive. Many of them were raped by the terrorists. And guess what? The Nigerian government told us that they have repented. Over 200,000 of them, we were told, have repented. They came back with children from girls they kidnapped, raped, and put in their family way. No punishment, no nothing. But the trauma, it is real. Here is one of the parents who probably want us to know that, yeah, everybody might have moved on. There are people that will never move on. Those who believe it's fake story, is all RNG, or is real, and the rest of that, right? There are real victims of all of this. And they can't move on. Nobody moves on from such, right?
I have to thank God to see this day and the effort of the government to release some of our daughters. But even though out of 276 of them, we are still looking up unto God and cry out to the government to release the remaining 82 there, still in captivity. Even though maybe some of them may not be alive, but we cannot know until the government. What we know is 82 of our daughters remaining. I have to acknowledge the voice of good Nigerians and the media houses that they bring things to work to let the world now know the really happenings. And the voice of bring back our girls worldwide, more especially the Lagos families that stood by me right from the day one. as the abduction took place on my present at Chibok. My daughter is released. That's Comfort Bulus Buata, now in American University, Nigeria. So I'm still appealing for more effort to government to help us release the remaining 82. It's not easy. Even as parents, as I said before, now collectively 48 of the parents are late due to high blood pressure. Some are crying. I saw one woman, I visited her last week. She nearly go blind because of crying every day. And for the security of Nigeria, they are trying. Some lost their lives too. I have to reason how their family live. So we pray. I have to.
And we join you in praying. Okay. It is unfortunate that this is happening, and it is also very much unfortunate that APC used this staged kidnapping to gain power in Nigeria. But they spent 8 years and they couldn't get those girls back. At the point, APC, Egbekegbe, they were asking to bring back our girls. They even arrested some of them. Aisha Yesufu was assaulted in Abuja. Madam Obi Ezekwesili, they drag her until the point that she sellotape her mouth, sellotape her hand, like she's in bondage, and protested to the office of the police IG in Nigeria, all because bring back our girls, bring back our girls. People that were singing with them, bring back our girls, bring back our girls. The moment APC, Egbekegbe gained power, right? They gave their names to their police officers. If you see them, shoot them. Every day, bring back our girls. The whole game is over. We don't finish them. Now let us enjoy waiting we don't win. We know the story and we know how it went. APC, Egbekegbe did everything to blackmail and blacklist the people they used to gain power. But like I said, you might have moved on. The victims won't. And every time I hear their voice, I will help them amplify it. Same way, I will amplify the...
I have to...
Sorry about that. You know that Gandola is currently being tried for bribery and corruption. His wife too, and about 40 others. But I think I'll just leave it at that and take calls, okay? Because I know a lot of you who really want to probably chip in tonight. Martinelli and Totu, thanks so much for your generosity. I got your super chat. That's amazing. So I'm going to take a break. Now, when I get back, I will take calls. But if you have to leave, remember, don't leave without liking the broadcast, okay? Or sharing it. Or if you really want to contribute to this conversation tonight, the number is right there on the screen. I will be back in a minute, or maybe 2. Don't go anywhere. like that. So thank you so much, everyone. For those who are still here, and then I do have a caller, by the way. I'm going to connect you now, my caller, but just a minute. So I do have a good news, especially those of us who have been looking forward to us reading the famous Why We Struck. Why did the people who plotted the first coup in Nigeria, why did they do it? Who and who were those who participated in the first coup? Why did the historians who carried out retaliatory coup decided to name that first coup Igbo coup, even when those who actually really plotted it came from every part of Nigeria? So that book is a book that a lot of people believe that we should read together. And I've just been told by next week, I will have it here. All right. The other book suggested by my man, Oshifeso, I believe. Was that Oshifeso Polari that said it the other day? The fatherless people. I have also received the news that we would have that too, maybe next week as well. So which means we have some amazing historical events books that we will be reading in the coming days. You better brace up. It's different from all of these happenings. So it is the kind of the moment that you have to just sit down there and begin to, sort of feed and fill yourself with that part of the history that has been or have been manipulated by many. I'm looking forward to it. So should you. Hello there.
Hello there, Baba Gbalagba.
How are you tonight?
I'm doing very, 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 very good as always, Baba. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Here we go.
As always, good evening to you and good evening to everybody in the Temple of Truth.
Same to you. Thanks so much.
Thank you very, very much as always for everything you do. Thank you very, very much for dedicating your life to this mission of liberation and opening the minds of the people to the reality that they actually exist in, the reality that they are deluded of. Thank you very, very much for this never-ending battle that you have decided to embark upon. And as always, we just want you to know that we are behind you and you are not just talking for yourself. You are speaking the minds of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, even though they are not, showing up. But you are actually speaking the minds of millions of people. Unfortunately, those people don't particularly exist in the contraption. Majority of the people who actually know the mess that Nigeria is don't actually live in the contraption. And that is very, very sad because normally you would expect that, if you live, in an area, you would automatically, be conscious of your surroundings and everything that is happening. But unfortunately, either by delusion or by, I don't know what to call it.
As well.
Yeah.
Sometimes this social conditioning.
Yeah.
I didn't really start yesterday or today. It's been like that for almost.
It's been like that for decades. And for some reasons, our people just felt comfortable in that design, despite the fact that that design is very, very inconducive for them. For some reason, some people just decide. Because I don't understand why somebody would think that not having electricity is okay. I don't understand why anybody would think insecurity is okay.
And the people in charge of power will publicly come out and say, Nigerians don't deserve electricity or just 2 hours a day. Why some who are paying well deserve 20 hours? And it is a national policy. Like, I won't even announce that.
Like you always say, if they explain Nigeria to you and you understand, they didn't explain to you properly, or you're just lying. Like everything that you say here, the way you analyze it, and how you explain it and how you elaborate on it, it sometimes it's like it's